the Bardstown City Council to order. The meeting's called pursuant to KRS 61.826, where public attendees have the opportunity to participate in a hearing. Of course, we're doing this via video from our normal council chambers. If there's anyone there who would like to speak to our proposed tax rate for fiscal year 21 and 22. As you recall, we did a first reading last to lower the rate from 17.9 cents per hundred, 17.8, primarily due to reassessments and new growth and expansion here in Bardstown city limits. So we might just give a little bit longer in case somebody does show. We'll do a second reading tonight, so we'll let our city attorney do that later in the meeting, the second meeting. But, you know, the good news is if your property didn't get reassessed, you'll see a slight reduction in your taxes from the city. If it got reassessed to a higher level, you still may see a higher tax bill, even though the rate's lower. But that reassessment's not part of the work of the city. That comes from the Property Valuation Administration Office. So, Audrey, do you think anything else needs to be addressed at this point, since there's no one showing up for the hearing?
Mayor, I don't believe so. You know, Gary and I discussed this earlier, and we said we didn't know that we'd ever had anybody show up to a public hearing. But if we've, you know, made the room available and we've given them a few minutes and no one's there, I think we can entertain a motion to adjourn the public hearing, or you can adjourn the public hearing and you can go to have a few minutes before our regular meeting.
Okay. Do I have a motion then to adjourn the special call meeting for the public hearing for our proposed tax rate for fiscal year 21 and 22?
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
All right, we have a motion by Councilman Hibbs. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, second by Councilman Buckman. The only discussion I think I would, Gary, would you tell us how this is going to work after we adjourn?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor. What we'll do is we'll stop the YouTube feed, but we'll still stay in the same meeting for everybody. The media, you're welcome to leave this part of the meeting after adjournment and then log back in to the other one with the same ID code. But you can also stay on. In that case, everybody that was signed in right now would still be on during that interim, but we just wouldn't be having a live YouTube feed until you call the next part of the meeting to order at 6 o'clock.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right,